Hey, yo, it's Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here once again, aka Mr. Manny Wolverine. You guys are resting naturals intros out to his channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, writing all the other stuff, Reddit. Once in a while, even there, once in a very rare while mine. So any of the other social media platform stuff, I go once in a while, once in a super rare, once in a while time, Reddit and all that good stuff. It would be nice if any guys really care about my stuff. If any of you guys are stumbling for the first time on my channel, it'd be nice if you give me a like, share, subscribe. If you truly care about my content, please leave a like and a comment, hit the bell notification. Truly care about myself, subscribe. That's what I meant to say earlier. Just in case any of you guys are my first time people here, or actually not on the first time, but and my original people, my original subscribers, my original first time viewers, my watchmen, women on the wall, my watchers, followers, my original fanboys, fangirls that were out there, stood with me on the grind from day freaking one. Just in case the YouTube algorithm unsubscribed you, please come back to me. And it's your first time here, it's going to make this a lot shorter. I happen to stumble upon my channel for the first time from either Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit. It'd be nice if you could come along with this journey, come along with me, tag along. Absolutely, it'd be great if you'd, possibly stay on my channel. Dare I say it, forever, but if not, it's a one and done thing. You're never going to see me ever again. Just play my background 2x speed, it's all good and good. It's all flash, it's all gravy, it's all water under the bridge, it's all his family, I get it. It's a billion trillion other people who go watch besides me. Anyways, Shenmue 3, that's usually almost 3 minutes, by the way. That was a lot more shorter than before. So, Shenmue number 3 Enhanced Edition. Official pre-order trailer. I know this is almost 2 weeks old by the time you guys see this. It's probably going to be Friday, Saturday. Any of the earliest Monday, Tuesday, it's probably going to be Friday or Saturday, because as you can tell, like I said in the last 4 videos, kind of under a common cold, really nasty fucking sore throat I got. So if you hear me coughing or sneezing up pretty bad, like that, unfortunately, fucking sick under the fucking weather right now. And that's why Saturday, Sunday, you didn't get any videos that time, because still trying to get over this fucking damn cough. I had since Thursday. I don't know if it's after I got, like I said before, I got out from the movies watching the Ryan Gosling film, the Project Hail Mary's movie, and it was very good. I gave it like an A-, B+, but could have been a little bit better. Sometimes it was a tiny bit cheesy, but it was still really funny. It kind of felt like it was its own kind of like franchise sort of thing. Like they could have made like, because it was from Amazon Prime too, and MGM Studios, so they probably could have made a show thing out of it instead of just making a 3.5, 4 hour movie off of it. Who knows? It's pretty crazy though. I don't know. It was crazy. It's wild. It felt more like G or PG rated because it didn't have no crazy actualized stuff, or corn, or any of that stuff, or any of this crazy violence. The crazy wildest violence that they would add is in the spoilers. It was like one of these rocket things explodes and blows up by accident. So that's probably the most action you're gonna get from that movie. They're all out in outer space and shit. It's real wild stuff, man. Anyways, Shenmue 3. Jumping the trailer wars. I got 4 different stories to tell you guys. Same with the other 2 videos I did earlier. Or 4. So without yapping and stalling along, let's jump into this thing at first. I hope it's as good as the original Shenmue, because I only ever played Shenmue Part 1 and 2. I never played Shenmue 3 that much of it. I think it was years later. It was like 2017 or 19 when it came out, because this is when the Dreamcast was really big at this time, like in 1999 to 2001. And once 2002 came around, the thing just got dead in the water. Never made Sega Dreamcast ever again. And the closest thing Sega ever made to like their little consoles was their handheld consoles. The ones I made in like 2019 or 2020. Maybe 2022 was like the next one they ever did. That was it, like 4 or 7.5 years ago. So that's super long ass time since I've done that. Alright. Enough stalling and let's truly jump into it. Should be good. Should be a beautiful ass game. I know. Their music is beautiful as hell, man. Same ones I made the Yakuza series too. Work in progress gameplay not presented. What?
皆さんこんにちは、鈴木優です。長い間シェンムー3を応援してくださり本当にありがとうございます。
Oh God, I remember how good as hell that music was. Always made me cry every time. We're just here to see the moon. Oh, we're just over the moon to see a new Shenmue announced. And at all, also push scores. I know I read from most of them.
今年シェンムー3エンハンスを Nintendo Switch 2、PlayStation 5、Xbox、そして PC で発売する予定です。
that's an authentic, totally unfilmed
パッケージ版の予約受付を本日開始しました。皆さんの心にまたシェンムーの世界が届きますように、これからもよろしくお願いいたします。
Of course, it's gonna be on Steam too. I'm not surprised. What's up? Oh yeah, it's the extra stuff you get to have. Oh man, I wish it'd come down for free instead of paying $50 or $100 extra for it. Oh, that looks so nice, man. The scalpers are going over that bitch really fast. They're gonna be scalping the hell out of that figurine. Alright, hold on. Alright, so like I always do say, real quick, fast, lightning round, overall thoughts, views, opinions, harsh, broad views, wild, crazy, wild, unhinged thoughts, crazy, wild, random, sane, hot takes, unhinged thoughts, harsh, broad views, opinions, and of course, as always, like I say, bullet points, world views, top of hand, speculations, top of hand, top of the dome, top of the freaking cranium here. Whew. Oh god, they still know how to do that OST, AMV music soundtrack shit. Chef's fucking kiss. How monumentally beautiful. I was like, tears coming out from heaven, pennies from heaven. Like I can't even explain any other words. How to put it in perspective. How good that Japanese anime music soundtrack sounds for the part 1 and 2 version of some games I played. I never played the third one, but I seen a lot of gameplay of it. It's real beautiful. I think it's the one that made the Yakuza series later on. I don't know, it was the same like freaking developers and devs, graphic designer fools that created the Shenmue series. They ended up going on later on to make the Yakuza 1 through 7 series, and then the Judgment game later on from like 2021, 2022, a couple of years back. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Dude, this one has to be a knockout of the park, man. If you guys were 90s kids or 2000s, you know how absolutely huge a lot of jrpg games, especially if you guys were living here in the United States or Canada, probably you guys over there in the UK and Australia too, a lot of first world Western countries mainly speak English and shit, and other languages too, but mainly English. But except for me, I know I had a little bit of Spanish Espanol here and there too, but once you guys were like in black and white fans, you probably didn't know what the fuck that was. Well, whatever, getting ahead of myself. Holy freaking hell, man. You knew if you were 90s kid or 2000s kid, you know how big a lot of JRPG games were dominating the hell out of a lot of 90s kids or 2000s kids like me. I didn't really care too much about JRPGs. The only two I ever cared about was the real, like, super easy ones to use, like the Yu-Gi-Oh series, and of course, doesn't need introduction, obviously, the Pokemon series that took over most of my life, and I don't even care about it that much anymore like I used to. I do care about it, just some of the spin-offs, I just feel like they're just cash grabs nowadays for microtransactions and those other fucking, like, gotcha games sort of shit, which pisses me off real bad, but it's what Gen Z or Gen Alphas are going to grow up with, unfortunately, so I feel really real bad for them, but that's just, they're going to get scatterbrained and brain rot for that shit. Hopefully not all of them are like that, though, man. Other than that, it's a damn shame that's how it has to be. Besides that, oh man, a lot of the freaking mechanics I get to use, and then you get to fight, you need to do, besides a lot of the fighting missions you get to do a lot of, like, even though there are a lot of mediocre missions you could do here and there, it's just the peaceful calmness, tranquility you get to do. It's like, it's kind of like, even though I don't really care about games like how they were, Nintendo made, like, the Billy Hatcher thing for GameCube way back in the day, and of course, the Animal Crossing series, and then they did, what else besides Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley and all that. It was really fun when it came to the Shenmue thing, though, man. So you still have to fight gangsters and mafia dudes too once in a while too. And then you can play all the little Sega arcade games too if you don't feel like doing any of those missions. You can improve your like fighting skills. You could go to the dojo and you can go on dates with your girlfriends and all that mess. So it was freaking nice. This is a real beautiful, tranquil, fucking atmospheric games. You don't really see that many video games do that anymore. Because at the time when it was late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of the games, especially in the early mid 2000s, when I was in middle school, high school at the time, a lot of them video games there had one of their very huge clones at the time. Everyone knew it was all the other video game industry companies, factory places, corporations. They were just trying to be everyone, try to either be like Pokemon, or they try to be a GTA Grand Theft Auto clone, or they try to be like a freaking Gran Turismo thing clone. Everyone's copying off of that or that. Or in the mid late 2000s or 2010s, everyone tried to be like, I don't know, Guitar Hero, and of course there was Rock Band and DJ Hero, but they didn't do as well as what the OG Guitar Hero did. And it's just me with my nostalgia tinted window glasses, but whatever. I don't fucking care. That's just how I felt about it, in my own personal sense. And what else? There was a lot of other things that tried to be like clones. Like everyone wanted to be like the Smash Bros. There was like a lot of Smash Bros. Clones that were out there. And like, oh, everyone just wants to be that clone or this clone, or want to be like the next Call of Duty or the next Counter Strike or CS:GO, aka the other things like Battlefield, and they wanted to be like stuff from like. This is one of the mid-late 2000s when Tens was the thing, when the stuff from Steam started getting really big, like the Portal 1 and 2 series, and Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, and TF2, and what else? The one I got to play a lot the most, like Left 4 Dead 2 and Killing Floor and all that. Woo! I was addicted like that. Like how once it was my senior year of high school, it's my freshman sophomore year of community college. Oh my! I played that shit day and freaking night until I got all the achievements that I want on there. I had a lot of beautiful memories on that one. Shoot the breeze, shoot the crap with people online. So before Discord was a thing, this is when people were using Skype at that time too. Because no old as fuck my asses. Nowadays, a lot of Gen Zers are off because probably getting stuff from Discord or Kick or something like that. Other than that, what else can I say about it? Man, the characters are real memorable. And there was this other lady that was in there, this funny little grandma lady, and this other little girl, you had to help her with these missions. Like, oh, she lost her cat or balloon. You had to go help her find it and help her do this sweet, adorable little mission. Just small little trinkets and intricacies and little, like, it wove into you into this world. Like, you know, I'm leaving a whole level of immersiveness, but the immersion with the music and the environment, all the Japanese Asian sort of culture that's in there, makes it feel like a taco weebly motherfucker. I love the hell out of that environment. And I'm not even a big fan of cats. The way they make it like kitty cats and those feline cats in the game, it's funny. It's hilarious. It's cute. And I'm more of a dog person more than a cat person, I'm just saying. So let's get on to the news article stuff. All right. Okay, so I had like 13 different stories, but I'm just going to do one of them each. Because first 4 stories here I'll do for this video, and then the next 4 I'll save for the other one, so on and so forth. So, this one is from a couple of days ago, not that too long ago, so March 25th. So about 5.5 days ago. By the time you guys see it, might be Wednesday or Friday, Saturday, I don't know. So it might be way over a week old, but whatever. This is Disney, of course, billionaire trillion company's introduction bids farewell to $1 billion AI deal after OpenAI shuts down Source. Comes from Animation Magazine, so I get credit to them. I'm only gonna read half of it, I'm not reading the whole thing. So it looks like Disney is leaving in light last year's $1 billion deal with OpenAI on a table that generative AI giant is shutting down its popular Sora video capture creation app online only months after its launch. It says, with quotation marks here, we're saying goodbye to Sora to everyone who created it, with Sora, shared it, and built a community around it. Thank you, unquote, OpenAI said in a statement, unquote. It's more quotation marks, a lot of them there. What you made with Sora mattered, and we know this is disappointing. We'll share more, including more timelines on the app and the API details on preserving our work. It's crazy. One of the most trillion-billion-dollar companies in the world, Disney. They said they didn't want to do no deals with AI and the Sora and all that. I heard about this like 2-3 weeks earlier that the Sora AI thing shut down. I was like, that's a big ass fucking deal. Some billion-trillion-dollar company. I don't know who Open AI was. I don't know if it's that guy that made ChatGPT, that Sam Altman dude that created it, or some other guy besides Elon Musk or any of those other tech bros out there from the Silicon Valley in California that created it or not. Or some other billionaires or another. It's probably an atheist, and they probably think they're the gods of this world. And a lot of them, in my personal opinion, are probably evil, fucked up Satanists and Luciferians. And I'm not getting my tinfoil conspiracy theories hot on, but I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of probably Freemason, Templar, Illuminati fools that run that planet in the world. They're probably the ones that are creating these robot AI things that probably destroy humanity and kill a lot of us off, unfortunately. They're going to unalive a lot of us off. And the ones that they don't unalive, they're probably just going to make us half cyborg, half human shit, like the dude from Teen Titans, Cyborg. By the year 2040, it might be a thing, God forbid. Which I don't want to fucking be here with that. I'll probably live in a forest somewhere in Alaska or fucking Oregon or Washington by that point. Ain't gonna be able to be in this desert anymore. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna way the far hell of myself. I won't even be on YouTube anymore by the time that happens. But Jesus, man, it's crazy because they thought everything that was gonna be with the AI machines. Because I just finished watching these 2 other videos, 2 big YouTube channels. I think one's called The Moon. There's two British UK guys, and then or Australian, whichever one they are. One's the Moon Channel, and shout out to my boy Jamal K. Jamal. He talked about it. He did a reaction video to it. And another guy in Upper Echelon. They talked about how AI is really destroying the shit out of a lot of people's jobs. A lot of people in tech industry, a lot of them are going to end up losing their work from artificial intelligence real fast. I mean, thank God I still got maybe about 10, 15 years left before I end up losing my work. So I work in a hotel thing, so it's still going to be a while, because I know it's weird once in a while I see those little robot things moving around. It still creeps me the fuck out sometimes whenever I do my freaking job or whatever. It's kind of weird as shit, but then you get used to it after a while. It's just weird, because I know there's another hotel that does it. The only two ones I do is like, I think the MJ Graham one does it, and then another one, I think it's that one in New York hotel that had these little weird like robot AI bartending things, and pretty soon I'm probably gonna be all over the damn show, so I'm not surprised. They're probably gonna be all over, probably everywhere in China and Japan, so they probably accept those things. They worship them like gods already, so wherever they in the following fucked up sinful world. But again, I'm not saying I'm a perfect sinless person. I still do look at certain naughty R34 or 63 things once in a while too. I'll just say. So I still got a little bit of a fucked up dirty mind occasionally, so I'm not saying I'm clean either, unfortunately. But it's not CB or any of that shit, thank God. Other than that, yeah, it's gonna end up being Skynet one day, so it's crazy Disney decided not to go with the thing here. I heard about this last week, and it was Saturday, but again, it's like the third time it happened. I didn't know it happened in 2009, 2010, though, because I know it was like my sophomore, junior year when I was going to community college. I think Tiger was just having like a lot of problems with his wife and shit like that. And a crazy fun fact story, I think it was like when I was in 4th grade or 5th grade, so like 1999 or 2000. This is this dude I knew. He wasn't really my friend, he was more like acquaintance. Someone I kind of put up with when I was at school sometimes. And sometimes he was cool, but sometimes he was a little bit of a dick and an asshole. He was kind of like a little bit of a nerdy dude. I think I still remember his name. I think it's Ivank or something like that. I'm just going to call him Everest. But Everest, like, he actually ended up meeting Tiger Woods in real life, so he got to meet with him, spent 3-4 days with him, which is crazy. As long as no Usher, Justin Bieber shit didn't happen, because if it did, I feel bad for him. And he got to learn all of his golfing skills like how he did. So he probably ended up becoming a professional golf player too in the future. Whatever that dude was. He was a real super nerdy, crazy, light-skinned black kid or whatever. And that dude was wild, man. He sounded like the stereotype generic nerdy dude too at the time too. I remember that shit. That dude was wild as heck, man. Sometimes he had little temper tantrums too. He was like, we were all 9 or 10 years old at the time, but it's pretty wild. Other than that, crazy shit. But if to do that now, maybe he's a pro golf player for the PGA or something. I don't know. Hopefully his dreams came true with that. Other than that, this is like the third time it happened. It's the second time was 2017, and the third time, the big one, he almost lost his leg, Tiger Woods. It was in 2021 when the whole COVID-19 thing, when the pandemic scandal was happening. Now it happened again. So Tiger Woods has been charged, should still be recording, alright, charged while driving under the influence after being involved in a car crash in Jupiter Island, Florida. Mr. Tiger Woods was charged with driving under the influence, property damages, and refusal to submit a lawful test after being involved in a roller crash 5 years after near fatal accident left him fearing he'd lose his life. All were released on bail early hours of Saturday morning. I guess person that made this, UK. Sheriff John Busterkin from Tiger Woods have been arrested, charged with driving under influence. He was involved in car crash. A 15-time major award winner was taken into jail after his vehicle was rolled over. Following collision with a trailer, he was attempting to overtake. I'm only going to read half of it, not reading the whole thing. Mr. Woods walked away unhurt, but was described as, quote, lethargic by officers, and police believed that he was, quote, impaired on medication, and, quote, he took a breathalyzer test and the scene where he returned negative, or refused to submit a urine sample. The 50-year-old was kept in jail for 8 hours before being released on bond hours earlier Saturday morning. I was the one there. And that was him right there. He's just like smiling and laughing. What's he doing? Like, oh my god, what's going on? I just hit another rollover traffic again. Just gonna read a little bit more though. It says Sheriff John Bedensik told reporters that Woods had also been charged with property damage and refusal to submit the lawful test. Offenses are not felonies, of course. The dude's got to have millions and billions of dollars at this point, man. And that dude's got a really bad alcohol drinking problem. It wasn't even like 5 years ago when it happened before. And that happened a third freaking time, bro. And this dude, he's got to get himself into relapse therapy big time. All the billions and billions and trillions of dollars he made with Nike, Adidas, all those other places. He's as big as up there as like Michael Jordan was or LeBron James was and all the other big time black dudes that were really, really huge as fucking sports industry. He's got to have the freaking people and his property, his perks, and all of his lawyers and attorneys that money can buy. He should be able to control his fucking drug alcohol problem. I'm like, come on, dude. You should have like limousine riders and drivers driving you around instead of doing it yourself, man. Unless he wants that freedom not taken away from him and just thinks, oh, he doesn't have a problem. He's just like, I don't know if it's like the lawyer attorney word to say, it's like plausible deniability or something. I think that's what it's called, plausible deniability, or just reasonable doubt or any of this stuff that the lawyer attorney say, because I'm definitely not no lawyer attorney. I don't know anything about that shit. Other than that, the dude's got to get a lot of like therapy and counseling, Tiger Woods, because this guy, he's one of the richest people in the world, on the planet. He still can't afford to get himself a therapist or something. Like, come on, you get 1,000 of them if you want. Let's just let someone else drive you for a little bit and make sure you don't get unalive anyone, because thank God he didn't unalive anyone on the road. He would have been screwed. He still probably got left off anyways out there because he's a super rich billionaire. I mean, in a way, Nike and Adidas, they probably own his logo and his brand and everything. So, it is what it is in there. Alright, this one was kind of scary here. This Crunchyroll, this is from last week, I think, the week before, so it might be 2.5 weeks old. So I gotta give the credit to Mr. Michael Khan here. PC Mac. Crunchyroll invested possibly breach involving 100,000 gigabytes of user data. However, the anime series streaming site says the hacker may be exaggerating the claims. Everyone knows what Crunchyroll was, because it's funny because that started off as a piracy sort of like fake place you could watch anime for kids. I remember it was way back in my freshman sophomore year of high school, way back in those days. I was sailing the 7 seas all the time for anime back then. Thank God I didn't really go in there and that shit. That would have sucked. But man, it's crazy to hear this. This is update here. Crunchyroll says, quote, at this time we believe the information is primary, limited to customer service tickets. Data following an incident of the third-party vendor. We have not identified evidence of ongoing services. Access to systems related to these claims. We are continuing to monitor situations closely, quote. As the investigation continues, bleeping computer reports that the hacker claimed to have downloaded 8 million support ticket records containing 6.8 unique email addresses. The support ticket features a, quote, wide variety of information, including Crunchyroll's usernames, login emails, names, email addresses, IP addresses, general geographic location, and the contents of support tickets. The publication says, ugh, I really hope these dudes get their freaking, not money back. Well, they're probably not going to get their money back, because, I don't know. I'm not sure if they had gotten a whole culture war, because I think Sony bought them a couple of years ago. When Crunchyroll bought Sony, it was like 2022, 2023. It's like 4 or 5.5 years earlier. Ever since Sony ended up being the owners of it, it just hasn't been no good, man. It's like it's falling off as a steep decline. It's like they don't really give a shit about anime fans that much anymore. Especially the whole culture war, wokeism, and all that stuff, political ideology crowd. I don't care which side it is, left or right, Democrat, Republican stuff. I don't give a shit about that. That's a lie. It's an illusion. That's some cancer mind virus in the brain. If you still believe the fake left-right paradigm, the only people that rules world is probably Satan, the devil, and Lucifer, aka the World Economic Forum, and all the other small hat JW Israeli people. They're the Ashkenazi people that really run this planet, aka the New World Order Illuminati shit. None of the fucking left-right thing. Oh, everyone's got to be left-right or right. None of that shit's a real thing. Get your head out of your ass. Should fucking know by now. If you've been on my channel for a while, you already know that stuff is a fucking illusion. Other than that, you still want to believe in evolution, go for it. I feel real bad for you. You're just an ignorant dumbass if you freaking believe that. I know my subscribers aren't like that. I love you guys. Other than that, it's real sad. Hopefully none of you guys got passwords got leaked out there to the world to see, and that sucks. And this one was really, really big. You know, was this last week this happened? The week before, I don't remember. It doesn't say. Oh, March 26th, so 4 days ago. It says, fans exploded in anger after releasing HBO's trailer for the Harry Potter series over characters' race change. It says, Berthina and Jacob got a credit card to do. I know in the past 2019, 2022, I did a lot of stuff about the Marvel DC stuff, the whole culture war, race war, and all that stuff. Especially with stuff with Harry Potter and all that stuff. My God, man. I heard about this last year. I think it was like April, May, or March, May, June, July, August, September, whenever it was last year. It was going to be a black African-American dude or African-British dude. I was going to play Professor Snape, so I'm surprised people are getting pissed off about it again. I'm not surprised. It says, quote, the trailer released for the HBO's Harry Potter reboot was meant to be a nostalgic return to Hogwarts, but instead it triggered fierce backlash over the casting of Papa Asiaduce. So he's got to be from the UK or France or something. I don't know if he has that name. The criticism has been so extreme that Ghanaian English actor, so he was British, I guess, actor said that he has been receiving dangerous threats from picking up or visiting Rwanda. Oh my God, that's messed up. It's like a BOMB explosive package. That's crazy. Some fans even name-dropped another actor, claiming he would have been a better choice from one of the franchise's most iconic roles. Trailers, HBO's Harry Potter rebooting backlash over the casting. Yep, I'm not surprised. Of course, is doing it all over again. That's the thing. I know they did that with Doctor Who when it ended up being a set of white guys, the black dude or whatever, the black British dude that was gay and his LGBTQIA, them community, and the non-binary fluid shit. I don't give a shit what you guys want to live your life. If you want to live your life however the fuck you want, go for it. I don't care. It's like I always say, though, as long as there's no kids or any animals or children getting hurt or getting abused or any of that shit, then go live your life however the fuck you want to live. But we're seeing way, way more evil or shit, more evil, needy, nasty, disgusting, nasty, evil Satanists, Illuminatis people out there that are Masons and nice Templar fools that like being PDF files, and this dude out in the open, nothing happens to them because they probably control the prison systems and jail system. Of course they're not going to go to fucking jail. So a regular person that does it like you or me, we're fucked. That's it. It's over. It's donezo. We'll be rotting in jail for life, probably. But thank God I never had no attraction to freaking the small little ones. That's super evil, disgusting shit. If any of you guys are into that shit, fuck off with them. As far as this guy goes, he didn't deserve any of the D threats or evilness or backlash. I'm sure he's probably a really good badass actor. He's probably real amazing and stuff, but that's crazy. I didn't know he was getting unaliving threats like that. It's wild. I remember how big the Harry Potter series was when I was in elementary, middle school, high school. Oh my God, that shit took over a lot of my friends' minds. They brainwashed the hell out of them. I could never read all the books. I guess I just came from a real strict Christian evangelical religious household that allowed me to not read those stuff. I didn't want no interest in that shit. All those things were bigger than this. Not cup, like 3 times bigger than my Star Wars cup, like that big. I wasn't gonna read that full freaking book. I just watched all the movies and stuff. That's it. We're gonna start the video here. That's it. Stay in the grind, stay easy, stay healthy, be yourself, peace out with alcohol, lazy masculine flip side, sexual crosses. Lazy bye, peace out. See you guys in the next future video, right? Take it easy, see you soon. On and out. Stay tuned, more videos coming up. I will see you guys in the next future video, right? Whenever videos materialize. Take it easy, one. Goodbye.